Yeah.
You gotta think about it. So that's that. But with Detroit lingering around, they are favorites right now in the NFC. I don't know if you heard, AJ. They are favorites, and I don't know if you know this either. The Packers are second.
Really?
The Lions are first. The Packers are second. Tampa Bay is not third. It's the Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm about to say what? I'm about to say what? Oh my goodness. Hold on. You got me there. I ain't gonna lie. You got me there. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
So AJ, should the Lions be favorites to win the NFC?
Let me pull this back up. Let me pull this back because I had it earlier. I just want to make sure I have this accurately before I say it. Should the Detroit Lions be the favorite to win the NFC? No, they should not be the favorites to win the NFC. Now, what I will say about Detroit is they have looked impressive since the Packers game. J-Mo would have killed me, bruh. Like, ain't no way, bro. Y'all getting carried away. Y'all getting carried away, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy. The Packers are already like, all right, now y'all doing a lot. You know what I mean? But it just goes back to how things look right now.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. We'll say that for another time. But speaking of how things look, the Lions, they are playing really good ball right now. The offense is flowing. The offense is top 6. The defense is top 8. You know what I mean? Like, they're playing great as a team. The play calling is a little better than I anticipated coming off of that Packers game.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to continue to kind of nosedive a bit to start, and they would kind of hit their stride kind of midway through the season, kind of like how I predicted the Cowboys season would go. They'd struggle out the gate, and they hit their stride. It looks like I was wrong about that, too. They're hitting their stride offensively, hitting their stride a lot faster than I anticipated, and it's looking like the same thing for the Detroit Lions. But, Joe, can we just take a quick look at who they played, bro?
I knew it. That's coming.
Joe, they played the Packers when the Packers was, first week of the season. Everybody hyped on the Packers because they got Micah Parsons. They got shut down. It was 13-27. The Packers really dominated that game.
They did.
After that, they played the Bears. And at the time that they played the Bears are still trying to figure it out. And it was obviously like the Lions kind of knew how to play the Bears because of the Bears head coaching situation, right? Like, what? Why am I blanking on his name right now? Head coach for the Bears.
Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson. We just had Ben Johnson. We know how he liked to run things. It's gonna be similar. It's like they kind of knew what was coming before it happened. And Caleb Williams is, it's taking him a little bit to learn that offense. So you caught the Bears at a really good time, is what I'm trying to say. You caught the Bears at the perfect time. After that, you played the Ravens, and it looks like it's a solid win at the time. But we see what the Ravens are defensively. The Ravens is one of the worst defensive teams in the league. So it's like you get credit for beating Lamar. It's Lamar, and Lamar put up
Lamar
30.
played.
So I'm not going to sit up here and just poo that win like it's nothing because it's something. But they sitting at 1-4 right now, probably about to be 1-5. So how much stock can we put into that win? Then you play Cleveland, and you play the Bengals. Yeah, you look impressive.
Yeah.
Any contender in the NFC that had that schedule was probably going to look impressive. You know who will also look impressive with that schedule? The Bucks. The Bucks will look impressive with that schedule as well. You know who would also look impressive with that schedule? The Philadelphia Eagles. Probably be undefeated with that schedule. Like, it would be a lot of the same things, bro, for a lot of other teams. I give them credit for looking how they look, but should they be the favorites over the team? And again, people keep forgetting we had. It's like before the season started, Joe, everybody talked about how hard this schedule was to start. Now that the games are being played, Philadelphia look weird to us. Then y'all just say we had the hardest schedule? Then y'all just said this. Y'all just say they gotta play this, they gotta play that, they gotta do this. We don't know. They might go 2-2, they might go 1-3. They'd be lucky to get out that 4-1, and then we go 4-0, and it's like, but they didn't look impressive. I don't get it, bro. What do y'all want? They need to run the ball more. They need to throw the ball more. Then we throw the ball more. They should have ran the ball more. What do y'all want from Philly? Should they be favorites over Philly? No. Do they look more impressive than Philly? Yes, because they play easier competition than Philly so far this year, in my opinion. I mean, bro, right now, bro, like I think Tampa Bay could go toe to toe with them. The way Tampa play, the way Abuka playing right now, offensive rookie of the year, The way he playing right now, I think Tampa Bay is right there with them. I think right now, if they lined up with the Commanders, I wouldn't be shocked if the Commanders beat them right now. I just like there's not too many teams in the NFC right now that I look at and be like, man, or too many contending teams that could be in a conversation for favorite to win NFC that I look at like, oh, the Lions are head and shoulders above that team. No, they're not. They have not shown me that. Now, granted, if they later on in this schedule, they're getting ready to play the Chiefs, they're getting ready to play the Bucks, they're getting ready to play the Commanders, they're getting ready to play the Eagles. Now, if they rattle off a bunch of wins in that stretch, we having a different conversation. They beat the Commanders, they beat Philly, they beat the Bucks. Okay. They beat a few of those teams. Okay. I understand it. But you're not gonna get me to say they're the favorite. They should be the favorite in the NFC when you beating up on the Bears, the Browns, the Bengals. Come on, bro. That ain't enough. That ain't enough for me. I don't care how the champs looking. That ain't enough for me to say that they should be number one favorite over the champs right now.
I'm with you. Like this is my point right here.
Just read that. Thank you, J-Mo.
This is legit my only point, bro. Like, y'all won a Super Bowl. Y'all are the number one seed still. You lost to an AFC team. Y'all up by 14. When y'all won loss, y'all basically gave up that loss. When their one loss, they got dominated, and it's with the NFC team too. And I'm going to read the odds.
NFC and divisional team at that.
Facts. So Detroit is favorite plus 340, who lost to the Packers badly. Packers are second plus 425, who lost to the Cleveland Browns, and tied with the Cowboys.
And tied with Dallas.
Y'all are right after them plus 450. Guess who's fourth?
Commanders.
The 49ers.
I'm not mad at that.
I think that Rams win got them good. So the 49ers are plus 800, even though they lost to the Jags, but they're plus 800. Then it's the Rams plus 900. Then it's us plus 950. Then it's the Bucks. I'm not mad at these odds, to tell you the truth. Based on how the season has gone so far, outside of like Philly should be 1, Detroit should be 2, Green Bay should be 3. And then 49ers, then Rams, then Commanders. But based on how the season went. But Detroit, they have looking good. They look like they're back to who they are, but that's against bad teams. Like, not just bad teams. The Browns got a good defense. And teams that struggle, even the Ravens struggled against them, kind of. And Detroit didn't struggle. Detroit offense blew them out the doors. The Bengals defense, trash. The Ravens defense, trash. You know what I mean? So, like, they're beating up trash defenses.
Bengals defense, or you said the Bengals defense. Yeah.
So, like you said, we want to see them against another contender and see how they look. Because last time they were against a good defense, they got shut out.
Exactly.
Not shut out, but you know what I'm saying.
And I know Carl going to watch this back and be like, he just hating on the Detroit.
I think he might agree with you for real.
I would hope so. I would hope so. It's like they'll have their opportunity. They'll have their opportunity to prove what they are. They'll have their opportunity to prove what they are. But right now, I gotta see more. It's y'all. So y'all know how to answer this question, J-Mo. Y'all
wherever it is, need to keep drinking it because he hot today.
Like I said, I've been itching to get back. Man. Y'all know how LeBron and I think he run it with Steve Nash now. He run the podcast. What's that podcast called, bro?
Oh my gosh, Mind the Game.
Where they be sipping on that wine in the glass. It's a little wine. It's just a little wine to get me right for this show. Because like I said, I was excited, man. So just a little sip of the wine. You know what I mean? Just a little sip.
Kind of balance you out a little bit.
Yeah, just balance me out. Get emotions get a little too high. Let me take a little sip of the wine and mellow me out just a little bit. You know what I mean? But still keep me amped for the show. You know what I mean? Just a little bit of that. But yeah, I want to see more out of Detroit, man. I want to see more out of Detroit. But there's no way people get too enamored with how things look, bro. There's no way. And all bias aside, there's no way the Eagles shouldn't still be the favorites right now. And to say Green Bay is 2, Green Bay has not looked more impressive than Philadelphia when they got a loss to the Browns and tied with Dallas. Now, if you only going off their 2 wins, you have a point. But because they got to win over Detroit, right? And that's a high
And
quality
they beat
team.
us too.
And they
They
beat
beat
y'all,
us
yes.
in Detroit convincingly,
yes.
bro. They beat
Yes.
both of us convincingly, kind of. The
Yes.
score don't say it, but they beat us convincingly.
I forgot that was y'all first loss of the season. Y'all first loss of the season. So it's like
Teleport on rocks. Nah, that's a high school line.
You funny. But yeah, man, like I understand it if you just going off them 2 wins, but you gotta keep looking at everything, bro. Like keep looking at everything. You know what I mean?
I think that's called folks. I don't think that's actually
okay.
called.
Respect to y'all. Thank y'all for supporting the show, but y'all see what it is. Y'all see what it is. You know what I mean?
Hey, you see what? Hey, I'm sorry I had to do it to you. I'm sorry. Sorry I had to do it to you. I'm sorry. I know the screen pass he caught. I mean, I'm sorry. I had to do it to you. My bad, Mr. Carl. Appreciate you for tuning in, though.
100%.
Oh yeah. That's Carl Uncle, y'all.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Thank you for tuning in.
Ready for the pick'ems?
Let's do the pick'ems, man. Let's do the pick'ems.
You want everybody to tune out before I put the records up?
Yeah, man. Everybody click off, man. Everybody click off real quick before we put these records up, man. It's looking crazy out here. It's looking